into the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after-shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin! You're tuning into the online broadcast.
Doubling up.
It's a remix.
I thought it was a remix. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back, y'all.
Are you welcoming yourself back?
Dig it.
I can't do that?
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back, y'all. We in the studio. AFTERBUZZ TV. We all in here. The squad doing it big. Yeah, welcome back. My lyrics are better than Mace, cause he is the worst rapper of all time. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
They got real political.
Yeah.
Shade at Mace. Yowza.
Fun dad throwing shade at Mace.
That's right. You don't mess with me in 90s hip hop. What you know, Tom Matthews? About that hip hop?
Not a damn thing, my brother. Not a damn.
Wow, do we have a special show lined up for you? Welcome.
We came in with KRS-One the very first time I ever guested on AFTERBUZZ.
That would have been amazing.
It was good stuff.
Would have loved it. Welcome everyone to the Raw After Show right here on AFTERBUZZ TV. It's such a special show. Let's get right to it. I'm on Twitter at JQuasto. That man right there, see him every single week on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. He is the first progenitor of hyper-optimism. Find him on Twitter at Ty Matthews PMA. He's Ty Matthews.
What it do?
What to do with you?
I'm feeling a little bit loopy right now. I'm not entirely sure why.
You can't stop laughing either.
Yeah, you've been
like, I've
giggling.
never seen you so smiley, ever.
You've been giggling a lot.
I don't know. I think it's Dale. I'm going to blame Dale.
I may or may not have done something to your drink. I make no admission.
The drink that's not even there.
You know?
Well, that's another discussion.
I enjoyed it so much that it's gone.
He ate the cup.
Ty has to improv that he has a cup right now. And now you're drinking water.
I got to get there. Let me get there.
It's as real as Archer's last tag partner.
There it is. Yeah, he's interplanetary. My cup's interplanetary.
Oh, that one cut to the white meat. All right, and there go the Tic
He
Tacs.
just threw his Tic Tacs.
Wow.
It's getting real.
It got unhinged.
And you're not even using your coaster.
I
Put
couldn't
that
have
there.
those rattling around in my pocket. That's
a good point. Well, let's just the man next to you. He moved to Washington, D.C. in 2015, but you hear him every single week still on the Wrestling and Padres Slamcast next to some other guy. But he is making a triumphant return tonight. One night only until next time. Find him on Twitter at TheWalkingDale. He's Dale Rutledge.
He's walking and he's Dale. Hey. Welcome back.
He's the sitting Dale.
And shout out to Carlo Cannon in chat roll right now.
Carlo!
Oh.
Oh, hi, man.
Hi, man.
All the way in Australia.
And the lovely lady sitting next to me right now, you just saw her looking debonair at the SAG Awards.
Oh, yes.
I was there.
Indeed.
She was there.
Oh, yeah.
She don't want no shrubs.
No.
No.
You can see her on Twitter. You can find her on Twitter. Both. At Cathy Kelley. She's the crown jewel of the Raw After Show. She's Cathy Kelley.
Hello.
What's up?
Not much.
Look at you. You got the phone and the Twitter. You got the chat roll.
This is my technology corner.
The internet's looking. We're looking good right now. It's working.
All
Yes.
right.
There we go. It's
I'm
a series.
hopeful.
I don't know if you heard. It's a series of tubes.
The interwebs? Yeah, the
Yeah.
inner tubes. I heard.
Al
Don't
Gore
try
told
to
me everything I
explain
need
the
to know.
internet to Johnny.
Fun dad.
We
That
only
would be all
have.
show.
We have like 50 minutes. There's not enough.
Don't speed bump us like that.
There's not enough. What is internet? Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Let's get right to it.
Get it.
Pretty full Raw we have going on here, starting off with Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman. By the way, welcome back, buddy.
Hey, thanks.
I mean, we already said it, but
Mace already said it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It means more from Mace, but I appreciate what you're saying right now.
welcome.
Thank
More
you.
from me.
Yeah.
You're welcome. So Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman hit the ring, and they do call out to Bray Wyatt a little bit. They say that you broke the fourth commandment, thou shalt not intentionally provoke the beast Brock Lesnar. And Stephanie did what is beast for business, making brother versus beast at Fastlane for the #1 contendership to the title that Triple H is holding in a glass case.
I love that
Paul Heyman always clarifies that it's intentionally, because I feel like they would punish people even if they unintentionally provoked the beast. Like, I feel like that would be right there on the same level.
Yeah.
If someone like accidentally backs into his truck or something, like that person's dying for sure.
Yeah.
Unintentionally provoking anything generally ends up bad.
Right? It's the provoking part. It's not the intentional part that they're mad about. The provocation.
Yeah, it's like at SeaWorld. You're hanging out with killer whales.
Exactly.
Occasionally they'll eat you. It's a killer whale.
Does that happen at SeaWorld?
Sure.
Or
has.
just in
Oh,
the wild?
Someone has provoked a killer whale at SeaWorld and then got eaten.
Well, I'm
I
saying...
think that people have like jumped into
Metaphorically.
the gorilla cage at the zoo. That's a-
there you
yeah.
go. You don't jump in one of them.
Yeah.
Good metaphor, guys.
Yeah.
We're rolling with it.
Killer whale gorillas.
Killer whale gorillas.
Yeah.
That's a sci-fi movie.
Sure.
It probably is, really.
Killer whale gorilla versus Dino Croc.
They do from the movie Attack the Block. Have you seen Attack the Block?
Oh, of course.
They do describe that monster as a big gorilla alien wolf-looking mother something.
Nothing wrong with
That
that.
kid's
you know.
never going anywhere, by the way.
That kid, whatever happened to that guy?
I do think we could get Bill Handstock on the case for writing one of those movies.
He does.
Oh, yeah.
He writes sci-fi.
For Asylum, yeah.
And we'll have him back on the show very soon. So, Brock Lesnar is going to imprison Ambrose and Reigns in Suplex City, and then F5 both of them and go on to WrestleMania, where he will conquer the, quote, $billion trophy husband.
So good.
That's good stuff.
And then he mentions that Dean Ambrose rode the short bus and is a little bit off. That's when Ambrose hits the ring.
A little bit wacky.
Yeah, a little wacky.
I mean, that is the kid at school that gets kicked out is the kid that bites everyone, so it makes sense.
Right. Right.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I knew a kid that brought in like a dead squirrel on a
Was
leash
that you?
one time. No, definitely not.
Dead squirrel on
I'm
a
from
leash.
Pennsylvania, man. There's some weird people. Some kid literally brought it in on a leash and they got kicked out promptly.
And the
Well,
teacher
that's
was
good.
like, squirrel.
Little known fact.
I think you can lose the leash.
Joe's teacher was the dog.
It was an odd day in 8th grade, I can tell you that much. It was weird.
8th grade. Wow.
Yeah, it was strange. I don't know what that kid's up to now, but I'm going to guess he's still in Pennsylvania.
Talking to more squirrels.
Talking more squirrels, that's what he's doing. So Dean Ambrose says, I ain't crazy, I ain't stupid, I ain't scared of you. Take me to Suplex City, I'm ready for it. But out of respect, I thought I'd come out here and tell you that I'm taking the title from Triple H. And sorry, Paul, I just want to see what all the fuss is about. And he bounces. Loved it.
And that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any thoughts?
I don't know. I felt like it was a long time to spend on like, hey, I want to win.
Isn't that what most wrestling promos are,
That's
though?
100%
Yeah.
right.
I mean, I like the fact that Dean Ambrose stood up to Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman just kind of stood there. I mean,
Sure.
it was something that generally doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Sure.
It was also very weird that Lesnar didn't go after Ambrose when he was in the ring.
Immediately.
Like,
Right,
I
right.
expected that.
Yeah. Lesnar kind of just stood there and took it, and then usually you don't get to leave on your own accord when it comes to
Yeah, exactly.
Lesnar.
He provoked him.
Yeah.
There's not much more provocation than looking him right in the eye and saying, I'm going to win a wrestling match that we're in together.
Fairly intentional.
Right?
Yeah,
That was
seems
extremely intentional.
Fairly intentional.
Not even on accident.
I think it was intentional.
We're all in agreement.
We'll have to do some more research on it, but
He
it
might
seems
have had a plan
intentional.
to provoke Rutledge.
I feel like if we stayed silent, Ty would still laugh.
Well, that's 100% right. You're absolutely
I'm actually tickling him
on the mic.
with my mind.
That's what
It's
you've been
getting
doing.
really weird.
This is a weird.
You've been doing
Strap
telepathy.
in,
I've been
guys.
working on telepathy. That's why I moved
This
to
is a
DC.
weird show.
It's a secret project.
Good
with the-
for you, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We'll get more into it later.
So that's where his water is. Okay. What? First match of the night. Alberto Del Rio on commentary. We have Kalisto versus Rusev with Lana at ringside. Rusev with a pretty massive super kick to Kalisto as he flies over the top rope.
Love that kick.
Yeah,
It's
beautiful
so
kick.
good.
But also a beautiful tornado DDT on Rusev. Hurricane Rana to the barricade. And then Kalisto wins. I like this. Kalisto wins via countout after sending him all the way into the barricade behind the announcer's table.
See, I was not a fan of that.
Really?
No.
What did you want? Kalisto
I don't think for him to win decisively.
to pin Rusev?
Yes.
But
See,
that-
that's the whole point. That reaction right there, that's exactly what I'm talking about. The fact that not even the U.S. champion can get a decisive win without people going, oh, Rusev's getting buried now. He's the U.S. champion. Why can't he get a pinfall win? It's wrestling.
I see what you're saying. At the same time, Rusev was also the first one out of the Royal Rumble.
And?
So then book him against someone else. Don't book him against Rusev so that he can get a decisive win.
Yeah.
But either way, I don't think a decisive win over Rusev would have hurt Rusev's standings in people's eyes.
It's weird. People had the same view when Rey Mysterio was like world champion. So many
Right.
people were like, "Oh, I went over on the Big Show" and all these kind of things. It's like, well, yeah. I mean,
it's wrestling.
Yeah,
It's the way anyone can beat anyone on
you
any
can
day.
write the storyline of like even
True.
if he continuously loses or has a couple losses under his belt, it's blame it on Lana, blame it on something else, blame it on the
yeah.
League of Nations working him too hard. Like
Sure.
there's so many things that you can use the storyline and then fix it later.
I just think it's such hot and cold, and I love Kalisto, and I want to see him pushed strongly. And the fact that it's okay, we're gonna give you the secondary title, but you're just gonna win via technicality.
But don't forget, he has 2 decisive wins over Alberto Del Rio.
Sure, absolutely.
And I don't like 50-50 either. I'm just saying, I was okay with this, though, because Rusev, I mean, he was really on the upward path, and now it's like...
But that's my whole point, is that just him dropping one single match doesn't mean he's not on the upward path anymore.
At least he was in a title match again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I also really like seeing Lana back. Like, when's the last time we saw her ringside with Rusev? Because he's been with the League of Nations for a month or 2 now.
Right.
I would much rather hang out with Lana than
ADR,
Sheamus.
Sheamus.
Well,
yeah.
maybe Barrett.
I don't know, Rusev's pretty funny.
He has been doing some pretty awesome comedy lately.
Yeah. Especially,
crowning himself the television champion.
and he's been having a lot of fun on Twitter.
Yeah, a lot of fun with Dave Meltzer on Twitter.
Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. Anyways.
So
That happened. Kalisto wins via countout, and obviously Rusev kind of chases him. I'm not Rusev. ADR jumps in the ring, kind of chases him out, and looks like that's going to head towards Fastlane.
Yep, they announced it.
Rematch.
It is, yep, their third match.
Fastlane is on the road to WrestleMania. I get it.
Yeah.
It's like the Autobahn. It's like the Autobahn.
You would have thought that I would have gotten it.
I thought you would have made it up.
Yeah, are you being
This will be their 4th match, BT Dubs.
I know, and that's I'm not a fan of feuds that just keep going for no reason.
Why not do it? What do you mean no reason?
I don't think there
best
was
of 7.
I don't think there was any reason. If it was booked as a best of 7, like Benoit Booker T style, I'd be down with that. But just like, all right, Kalisto has now won the title twice. There's no reason other than this like rematch clause to keep giving ADR shots. Like, give him something new. Give him a fresh program.
Possible.
It is possible.
It is possible.
It is certainly a possibility.
I
They
mean,
could put him in a
appreciate
different
your
match.
They do have that power.
Yeah.
Intentionally.
Here's hoping. I mean, I think it's fair only because they keep winning. Nobody's really won it in a row, so I think the rematch of the rematch. I think it's fine. I think it's fun, and these two guys are great against each other. So, but I agree with you. It's gotta wear thin sooner than later.
Right.
But I could do one more match. Not that it matters because it's happening anyway.
It's happening, yeah. Regardless of what the AfterBuzz crew has to say.
Yes.
It's happening.
Moving on, we go backstage. Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns are there with Stephanie McMahon, and they obviously say one of them is going to be #1 contender after Fastlane. And then Steph brings up past friendship ruinings, if you will, from Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels, Randy Orton and Evolution, and then, of course, Seth Rollins, no more than just a little over a year ago, turning on his brothers Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose, which I really dug the fact she brought up those past.
Yeah.
Once again, I gotta disagree with you, Jack.
Jesus, all right. Go ahead.
Only because, and I think I've made this point before, but it's the fact that they already teased the dissension between Reigns and Ambrose back in the World Title Tournament. It was for even higher stakes. This time it's just the #1 contendership. Then it was for the actual title, and they showed that they could have a match, go for the title, and still be buds afterwards. So I feel like that gun's already been fired.
He's got a point. I mean, it is a very long, drawn-out tease. So, is it going to happen now? Or
I mean, if it does eventually lead to some sort of turn, I'd love to see that happen. But I just think they're teasing something that they've already kind of blown.
Yeah, I mean, she also does accuse Dean Ambrose of being the Roman Reigns sidekick. And tonight you're going to be united against the New Day, but divided you'll fall against Brock Lesnar at Fastlane.
I mean, I think that last time they had great communication, and there's a way to get around that of, like, if you split them up for a long enough time, and then they're, maybe Ambrose is getting a little bit crazier, and you see some switch just flips where he's like, wait, did Reigns just do that or say that? And he takes it the wrong way of like, you know, he's about to not gang up on him, but like do something like that.
And that's, I think there's definitely a way to kind of plant those seeds of this kind of increasing paranoia, especially with a character like Ambrose. But just saying like, hey, you two are going to go for the title. Try your best to coexist.
Doesn't that make you mad?
Right? Aren't you mad? Aren't you mad at that guy?
You mad, bro?
Isn't he supposed to be your friend?
I don't know. I think maybe I see your point. I do, but I don't know. This might be a perfect time for Roman Reigns to become evil.
You think?
Well, when Rollins comes back, everyone's going to be behind him.
Sure.
Dean Ambrose is so amazing. Everyone's behind Dean Ambrose.
But Rollins isn't going to be back for a few months, right?
At least.
Like
True.
past WrestleMania.
Yeah, we don't know what the dynamic's going to be like when he does come back.
He had the what month was he injured?
That was when was that?
Hell in a Cell was the end of October, and he was already injured. So let's say it's been ballpark a little over 3 months. I mean, it's going to be another 6 months before he's back.
Sure.
But at the same time, if this could be the time. Maybe there's a reason Triple H has that title, and maybe if he's in.
I mean, that's where they were going this whole time. I think. I mean, they wanted to have a Rollins Triple H face off.
Yeah, definitely.
Is Triple H going to hang on to that title long enough for Rollins to come back? I don't know.
It might be good. It might be a good way to go.
Yeah.
That's my point. Oh, man, that's true. Maybe they want it.
But if we're talking another 6 months,
yeah, that's a long road to hoe.
I don't know.
Seems like Steph's kind of hanging on to the title, though.
Yeah,
right. It's just in this little glass case. It's not even with the champion.
It's funny. It's literally a trophy. Like it's like she keeps it in a case.
That's what I would do
in her office.
It's totally
he is the trophy husband.
It's the new Kane's mask.
It is the new Kane's mask.
She loves encasing things in glass.
I just think that with the reaction Roman Reigns is getting, I think he's earned a lot of people's respect with what he's done over the past year plus. But at the same time, if he's going to get the title again and have a long run, I think it's best suited as a heel.
Sure. But and once again, I don't think any of it, even when he does get negative reactions, I don't think that's about him not getting respect. And it's just a matter of how he's being used.
How long can we keep on saying we want Roman to be heel? We want Roman to be heel. Like it's the same thing of like people want John Cena to be a heel, and that's never going to happen because of how many Make-A-Wishes he's done.
Sure.
So with Roman Reigns, like I almost feel like, you know, we've been saying this for over a year now, but they're clearly not doing it because they have something else planned.
And they need a top face guy.
That's the thing, like at this point it's such a horrible curse, but like a light breeze is coming through and injuring 3 people at a time.
Tyler Breeze?
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, WrestleMania 32, 100,000 people. The card is still not remotely set.
And it shouldn't be.
No.
Right.
Yeah, we got some time.
Yet.
Not in a hurry. Renee backstage with Brie Bella. Brie says the doctors are optimistic she will return to the ring. Her sister Nikki, that is, at some point down the road. It's quite a surgery she had. Best of luck
she needs to rest for 3 months straight, she said.
Yes.
Yeah.
At least. But best wishes to Nikki. And also best wishes to Bret Hart. The Hitman revealed today that he has prostate cancer, and he's going to fight it, just like the hero that he is. And
absolutely.
So, positive vibes to Bret and the family and your recovery, and you're fighting the prostate cancer. So we love you, man, and hopefully we'll get good news soon. Yeah. Charlotte then shows up in the middle of the interview and takes responsibility for Nikki's injury and says she's going to become the new longest reigning Divas champion, and Ric Flair didn't say a word.
No. Doesn't need to, yeah.
Right.
I love it.
I love Charlotte's obnoxiousness.
I do love that she's gone from being like just like the wide-eyed, like the victim of people insulting her poor brother, to now taking credit for a real life broken neck.
Hey, I mean,
she's on a good path.
Yeah,
for sure.
I love the 180 for sure.
Physically, she's the kind of person that you shouldn't like.
Exactly. Well, we saw in NXT how well she performed as a heel, so there's no reason not to.
And it's her saying she's genetically superior. She's only done this for a couple years, and she's already surpassed a lot of the women who have been in the industry for a decade.
Right.
Like, what's not to hate about that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's we get to see more Ric Flair.
Sure. That's always good.
I love like her interviews that she's done outside of this, like to media outlets, where she said she didn't want Rick to be by her side at the beginning because she didn't want to be known as Ric Flair's daughter. Like that's something that's obviously inescapable, but I think that she's really come into her own as far as a character.
And I'm sure they've had enough conversations where Rick realizes that he can take a step back and let it be about her.
I don't know if he wants to.
Has he realized that? I don't know.
Maybe, I think.
Maybe.
I think it might be Charlotte telling him to do that, and then
Yeah.
he's like, yep, got it. And they're like walking down the ramp. He's like, woo! I still got it, baby!
Throwing his jacket in people's faces.
What were you talking about in the backstage, honey? What?
She said something. What was it? Oh, well.
They were all
way.
here for me.
Something I was supposed to do
Something, me, something.
Yeah, I'm digging the empire that Charlotte is building, and there's so many now. We're having more and more people that are kind of chasing after it.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of cool.
Yeah. I have to say that if you guys haven't watched SmackDown, the Natalya Charlotte match is worth a watch. It's incredible from this last week. Yeah.
No doubt.
We've definitely seen, the chemistry between those two.
But
So
Natty coming back and she tried some new things in the ring. It just looks awesome.
Great seeing Natty back for sure. Back and healthy. Usos taking on some of them social outcasts. Heath Slater says they are the tightest group of good brothers in the WWE.
Good brothers.
But Bo Ryder, he's in the recording studio laying down them tracks, man.
I didn't even think about this. Bo Burnham is also a rapper, and he has a song called
do love Bo
I'm
Burnham.
Bo Yo.
Yep, I know that song.
I love that song.
I've done shows with him.
Bo Burnham's great.
So he's a genius, that kid.
well,
That kid is
So
a
Bo
prodigy.
Dallas is the second greatest Bo rapper.
Yeah.
Right.
Bo can't let the Usos be the only people to have a Grammy, so he's got to get in that studio, son.
It's good to have you back, Dale.
Oh, so good. But did you notice how much attention Bo got last week for basically winning that battle? Like, legitimate hip-hop outlets like XXL Magazine were calling Bo Ryder the winner.
Oh, I mean,
His best win on
Exactly.
Oh.
It was a
WWE
better
TV.
win than I'll get. Yeah.
With no victory lap.
like I
Right.
said, Flo Rida, that's all on him.
Well, victory rap.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, perfect.
All right.
There you go.
All right.
I like
all
that
right.
one, actually. Come on.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Flo Rida did that to himself.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know that. We don't know that those came from him.
Do you think but it's still
Does he
on
write
you
any of
as
his
a
lyrics?
rapper.
What? That's your
As
defense.
a rapper
Come
and a
on.
performer to memorize your lines, like
I'm
you should know
saying
that much.
that those might not have even been written by him.
Yeah,
you
no,
kidding
I'm
me?
saying that even if they weren't written by him, he's an actor or he's a
Yeah.
rapper and a performer, so he should be able to perform what
But
is
I
written.
don't even necessarily think it was the performance. I think Bo's lines were just legitimately written better.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter because Bo might have written them himself, and like Flo Rida, like it doesn't.
It's just a matter of just lines versus lines. It's not even person versus person.
Trust me, the plan
It's
was
how
not.
you say it too.
Flo
The
Rida
plan-
came out on a Tron cycle at WrestleMania. How dare you disrespect
Yeah.
him like this?
Guys, come on, you're having a rap battle.
Just saying, the plan was not for Bo Rida to beat Flo Rida, guaranteed.
No, I
So
know.
there you go.
I'm not saying it was. I'm saying that even if they were written better, that might have been by accident.
He didn't really deliver them that well either.
No.
Regardless of
That's-
how
yeah.
it was written, his flow
He got confused.
was off.
In his brain, he's like, bring out the Dudleys, bring out the Dudleys.
Lunch.
Something tables.
Something lunch.
So Curtis Axel and Adam Rose, suckers lunch, taking on the Usos. Long story short, double super kick to Adam Rose, then the big splash for the win without Bo Rida, and the Usos are victorious. But Social Outcasts, I mean, they're having fun. They're getting a lot of, enough TV time.
Yeah.
And Heath Slater is obviously standing out, but I think they're all having really good moments, and it's always good to see Adam Rose in the ring too. So
Sure.
Sure.
that.
I just wished, the Grammy would have been on the line.
That's not how you win a Grammy.
Really, poor Lily. They really did a number on her after they
Yeah.
owned up to it.
Yeah.
Talking about how they should replace her with Tony Chimel.
That was rude.
Oh man.
I mean, I think that's the best way to not get a reaction.
Yeah,
is, like,
you gotta
fans
you
would
gotta
say
own up to
otherwise,
it. You
so,
gotta
like,
own
you
up to
just-
it for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, she does so well so often.
And that's the thing. She's done how many Raws has she done?
When you
know?
say like
Yeah.
how many minutes she's been on air, like how many years, and to have a
Right.
like yeah.
Nobody's
It's live
perfect.
television.
Exactly. It's so hard to get everything perfect.
But
all
it was a
the
great
time.
moment.
Absolutely.
And don't name it a slammy if you don't want it to sound like Grammy. Really,
Yeah,
I mean,
that was the whole
it's
point
a-
of calling them
That's
the
why they called it
Slammies,
a
is because
Slammy.
they rhymed with the
Why
Grammys.
are people in
Right.
chat roll thinking that I'm defending Flo Rida? Because I wasn't.
You were a Flo Rida
I knew
sympathizer.
it. I knew it the whole time.
I wasn't.
You're Flo Rida's best friend.
No.
You only like top 40 rap, isn't it true? Isn't it true, Kathy?
You
No, I like-
love the Apple Bottom Jeans song.
Is
Bo
that even
Dallas
real?
rapping and his cookie baking skills.
Then That's true. Don't mess with them cookie bakers.
Anyways, the Grammys on the line at Fastlane. Let's move on.
There it is.
Miz TV, AJ Styles. I loved this segment because Miz would not shut his mouth. Every time he's about to give the mic to AJ, he pulls it back. Kind of tells AJ's underdog story. It's not about the size of the dog. It's about the fight in the dog. I think I said that almost correctly.
Truthfully, I don't even know if he was. I don't even know if he was really going to give him the mic. If you think about it,
he might have been. Yeah, this might have been his plan all along.
He's not a good.
We're seeing a lot of intentional things happen.
Mike wanted mic time.
Well, what I love about it is he almost has an argument with himself. He goes from being very enthusiastic about AJ's life and career to all of a sudden saying, well, who the hell is AJ Styles anyway? I have 12 titles. Who does he think he is?
He wanted to be his mentor.
I did like how it kind of turned like that, how like he got so frustrated by the fans that it ended up warping that narrative and kind of setting the catalyst for this program.
I say it time and time again, Miz is so good at what he does.
I was going to say that as well because like this crowd was really quiet tonight, I thought.
It seemed like it for sure.
He did a good job at like getting them to get a little bit more riled up and even like comparing AJ Styles to Daniel Bryan, getting the yes chants going, like just getting some sort of reaction.
Yeah. Right.
And then when he calls him a little rookie redneck, because honestly, I think AJ might be older than me. I think he is.
AJ's 38 years old, guys.
There you go. Yeah, so he's a couple
years
That's why
I hated last week when Chris Jericho was like, "Hey, welcome to the big leagues, kid.
I know.
Come on, kid."
But that's Jericho just being obnoxious.
But that's the thing. I think that this story, they've been saying, like Jerry Lawler on SmackDown last week, obviously he's playing the heel role and he's saying, look, if it didn't happen in WWE, it didn't happen. But I don't think that the people saying that are being proved wrong. I think that there is this kind of prevailing notion of like, if it didn't happen in WWE, it didn't happen.
Well, for a lot of fans, that's truth.
But if that's true, then what about all the hero worship when Sting came around?
Oh, snap, son.
We're not arguing here.
No, we are now.
Whoa! All right. You know
what? I did not get paid.
Debating skills are on point. Like he's giggling.
Give me a couple seconds. I'm gonna flip this table right now.
Wait, go ahead.
Just wait.
Okay.
Hey, Dale, welcome back. Anyway, Styles attacks, sends him out of the ring. Miz goes running like a scalded dog. It was just the whole segment was fantastic. Really, really enjoyed it. Way to go, Miz. Good stuff for AJ Styles as well.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what they have because we did see that there will be a one-on-one match between them on SmackDown on Thursday.
Yes.
So I'm excited to see how that comes out because I think that'll be a fun dynamic. That like Miz has been such just a purely WWE guy for so long, and it's still so weird and surreal seeing AJ Styles and even hearing people say his name on WWE TV.
So he did the Styles Clash on SmackDown.
Yes, yeah.
But they didn't show even that segment on Raw, which is very weird to me.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Like, are they saving that for like a build-up on Raw, but they've already done it on SmackDown?
The continuity only works one way. On SmackDown, they'll show Raw replays, but they never show SmackDown replays on Raw.
It is rare.
It's this weird one-way continuity.
Raw.
Really rare.
Exactly.
Moving on, Brie Bella versus Charlotte. Here's a bit of a surprise. So a lot of kicks in from Brie early on, but after Charlotte does push-ups to start off the match, but then she takes control.
So Nikki Bella, by the way.
There you go. Oh, good call. Brie locks in the sleeper. Ric Flair gets on the apron, and then eventually Charlotte breaks out of it. Goes to lock in the figure four. You think, boom, it's over. Brie gets a roll-up for the win. What the heck?
Well, Charlotte hit that backpack stunner out of that sleeper as well.
Yeah.
And it didn't seem like Ric Flair was on the apron for so long, and I wasn't sure if he was meant to provide some sort of distraction there. But I did love just the kicks, the wild kicks that he was throwing towards Alicia Fox.
I mean, if Brie winning this match, I mean, that means that's one more person that can toss her name in for the...
She should have a title shot.
I guess.
Yeah.
You already have... And then later on the show, we're going to talk about a few more, so...
I do, yeah. I love that they're kind of, as much as I loved the team dynamic, I like that they're populating the title scene with individuals now.
I don't think they're going to do a Divas Battle Royale like they did at NXT for the women's title, but I think that there could be some sort of like multiple women involved.
To determine the number one contender?
For sure.
I would almost like to see... maybe not necessarily a battle royal, maybe an elimination match, and then the winner automatically has to face Charlotte to put the winner of that at a disadvantage from the start.
I'd like to see a tournament.
That could be, yeah.
Like, just boil it down to actual matches.
I just want to see Sasha versus Charlotte, like,
right?
Immediately.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It'll happen, no doubt. So yeah, very interesting win.
Can we get
Bella.
Naomi in there though? Come on.
Yo,
and Natty.
we'll get
Natty,
to her.
Naomi.
We'll get.
You got a lot of names in the hat.
We're getting there. Big Show versus Eric Rowan. This is quick work here. Big work. Big work.
Big work.
Big work.
They look
big
the
work
same
in.
from the back. Like if the beard wasn't there.
Yeah. Big Show with the slam for the win. Braun Strowman attacks, and the Wyatt family destroys the Big Show. Body slam on the steps. So looks like we're heading towards Big Show versus Braun Strowman at some point.
So
could be.
Just to be clear, they don't care about Eric Rowan anymore. That's what's happened?
I feel like that's kind of been the case.
I mean, ever since he came back,
like a while. Yeah.
Because Strowman kind of took his
Guys, he's a vintner. Can we just remember that? He's a vintner. Mm-hmm. He makes wine.
What does that mean?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
He makes wine.
I had no
It's
idea
like
what that
Maynard
meant.
from Tool. He's a vintner.
I was yes-anding. I didn't know what the hell it meant.
Yeah.
No, when they were
vintner.
doing that very, very brief period where they were like, oh, Eric Rowan is this genius that no one ever appreciated.
Yeah.
When Bray Wyatt first set him and Harper free, and he was like solving Rubik's Cubes and saying he was
right.
an award-winning vintner. And then they were like, nah, you're a scary swamp monster again.
How about you keep that mask on?
Lol. Nah.
Yeah, but he does crush grapes in the swamp, so...
it's a...
Swamp grapes.
It's a swamp in a vineyard is where it is.
It's a higher alcohol by volume, I think.
Yeah. Well, you got to get the right vintage, but sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Tyler Breeze taking on Titus O'Neil. Breeze calls him an uggo prior to the match. Breeze gets a little bit of offense in, but eventual clash with the Titus for the win. So yeah, I don't know. Breeze will explain it.
So Tyler Breeze.
Oh boy.
See above. See above.
See my footnote on
See
Rowan.
previous
Tyler
question.
Breeze was a vintner?
He was
The prettiest vintner you've ever seen.
He did have
Right.
a residency in Italy for a while.
That's right.
That's right.
He also knows grapes.
Right.
People like grapes.
But it was good. I'm glad to see that Titus is kind of racking up consecutive.
Yeah, me too. I mean, he should be going for some kind of title. He's been around.
You would think
He's
so,
got
for
a
sure.
Best dad of the year.
Best exactly.
Do they have a Grammy for best dad?
It's on his mantle. It's a dad me. That man is awful.
Oh boy.
Done.
Is there a rewind button on these things?
Oh boy.
I'll leave.
Take it back.
Yikes.
I'll leave.
How
leave.
live is
Well,
this?
we're out of time, folks.
Dad, you were saying.
But
Nothing.
But yeah, no, I agree.
Nice.
That's really good.
Thank you, Mark.
I'd like to see. I don't know. Maybe Titus is someone that Kalisto could have a little program with, kind of a mutual respect based. Hey, we're friends, but we both want this title kind of program. Mm-hmm. I'd like to see that.
I'd be down for that for sure.
Yeah.
I'd love to see Tyler Breeze in something.
Absolutely, I agree for sure.
Yeah.
Something besides noodle pants?
Noodle pants. His car
they look
wash
like
pants.
noodles.
They were car
Or his
wash.
car wash pants.
I was thinking fettuccine, but yeah,
Car wash
pretty
is
good.
exactly what.
But yeah, I would. I mean, obviously, I would love to see more from Tyler Breeze. Mm-hmm. You know, the guy that just faced Jushin Liger not too long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened to that? That was a Triple H decision. Now he's under Vince McMahon decision.
It's true.
Is that what's
is
going
true.
on?
I think I hate that you're 100% right.
Moving on, Triple H in the locker room with Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar. He kind of shoos Heyman away like, hey, one-on-one here. Leave.
He's the boss. Like, who shoos Paul Heyman away?
BAWS.
And I kind of like this. He says, hey, you didn't beat up Dean Ambrose. Are things getting kind of soft? Suplex City, are they? Lesnar says, we'll see at WrestleMania. That was it.
Right.
But I thought it was okay. I liked it.
It was the same point you were making earlier. Yeah, there was no. It's interesting that Dean Ambrose left the ring on his own accord.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting seeing Lesnar in more of the face role.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, he's supposed to F5 and suplex everybody.
Everybody.
But, like, you can't do that without being provoked.
Right.
So-
And also, you can't do that when you're in the opening segment, and that person has to be able to walk for the rest of the show.
Yeah, that's true.
I was fine with it. Like I said at the beginning, I just, Dean Ambrose got to get in his face. He
Right.
left, and then it kind of leads towards the end of
Right. I just want to know why. I will say, to their credit, I'm intrigued as to why. I'm intrigued as to why he didn't murder him on the spot, like the old Brock would have.
Oh, Lupiu316 said, "This is such a fun show. I should order y'all a pizza." I'm okay.
I'm so hungry.
I am starving. Speaking of which,
How soon?
I think we have a birthday in the chat. I was told by Claire that I believe it's Emmanuel's 30th birthday.
Hey, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, brother. Good brother.
Happy birthday, big
You get a
guy.
pizza.
Get it.
You get a pizza. You get a pizza.
Virtual pizza.
It's interplanetary pizza.
Interplanetary pizza. I have some right now.
We're gonna text you the little Domino's emoticon, the little pizza thing. And
Why I got to get on brand? Are we getting paid? Are you getting money that I'm not getting?
No.
We have so
You're
much
a
show to get
guest.
to.
There's so much.
Dolph Ziggler versus Kevin Owens. Wow, this was an amazing match. I mean,
Lot of
KO
time.
sends Ziggler over the barricade near the ring bell. Then it's all Kevin Owens.
That was
for
a scary
while.
moment too. Just dumping him like amidst all those actual like rolly chairs.
Like it was slow-mo watching it.
Yeah.
Right? Like we were
Right.
terrified.
Yes. Ziggler hits the Famouser outside the ring, gets him back in, but a super kick by Kevin Owens hits the cannonball, and he tries to go for the pop-up powerbomb, but no, reversal zigzag for the win. KO flips out and tosses JBL's hat, and that was...
Did not expect that.
No,
Did
not at
expect
all.
the temper tantrum afterwards
Sure,
from
sure.
Kevin
No.
Owens, but
I just love that Tree of Woe cannonball. I really dug. That might have been my favorite part of the match.
That was a great match. And Ziggler with a huge win.
Yeah,
I was shocked. I
definitely.
did not expect it.
So where do you think, I mean, I'm assuming Kevin Owens, Dean Ambrose is the Intercontinental title, but it's so focused on the #1 contendership.
Yeah, it's just sitting on him.
Right.
So I don't know. Obviously, there's not going to be an IC title match.
Maybe they can do a #1 contender for his title.
For the IC title.
Yeah.
Could be for sure.
Maybe that'll be setting up Kevin Owens and
Right. Or this could just be a completely separate from any sort of title picture, just grudge match. Like, hey, you beat me, now you're gonna die.
I thought with Owens eliminating AJ at the Rumble that was going to be a feud.
Yeah,
that we're gonna
definitely,
see,
me
like
too.
immediately.
would Kevin Owens have a grudge match though because he's a prize fighter?
That is true. That is true.
He could still have a chip on his shoulder.
what a match, though.
Yeah,
Right.
it
And
was
what a
great.
win for Ziggler. Black History Month, obviously, a happy Black History Month to all our African American friends out there. Honored Mark Henry, really cool video package, and what a career and life he's had.
I mean, they basically said they're like he will be in the Hall of Fame one day.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
You kidding
Dude's been
me?
around since '96.
Everything he's done,
Right.
And still, what was that? When he did the fake retirement,
Oh, that was such a
Loved
good
it.
moment.
one of the greatest performances we've in years.
That was good stuff for
We're
sure.
all swerved.
So, big time.
Swerve Pug.
So, yeah, shout out to Mark Henry. Sasha Banks hits the ring, grabs the mic. She says, "I'm the boss. Legit. I'm on my own. I'm coming for Charlotte." That's when Naomi and Tamina from Team BAD hit the ring.
Hold up.
Yeah, they say congratulations. And, we all have to create our own legacy sometimes. And they did a Wiz Khalifa Kanye reference, but they still
Not
have
the last of the night.
Unity. There you
Sorry,
go,
I just
Dale.
wanted to do that.
You got that.
Thank you.
The second they did Unity, I'm like, this is going
This is
nowhere
not gonna
good.
end well. Right,
Not.
exactly. Foreshadowing. You don't have unity at all.
Yeah, but
I don't know why it's like a spooky ghost.
The
voice.
Ghost of Unity Pass. But Naomi, though.
We have fun, guys.
Naomi
Looking
looks
good.
fantastic.
Absolutely.
Absolutely fantastic.
Oh my god.
I got really excited about that pun.
Spun the cube.
I love
That
this.
was a cube spinner, Cass.
Let's get to the match. Sasha
Cube
Banks.
spinneroonie.
Sasha Banks taking on Becky Lynch. Back and forth for a bit. Sasha takes advantage on the outside. But then, BAD, as she's getting back in the ring, they attack. Disqualification. Sasha and Becky end up teaming up to kind of save each other.
Right.
But I love this because this brings Naomi back to prominence in the storyline. If we have Naomi with Tamina being her muscle,
Right.
I mean, that's
And I
another person.
I do love that dynamic of Sasha, like, to the point of pushing them away. Like, look, I had this. I didn't ask you to come out here.
She started it,
Right,
really.
right.
Because they were doing as they do.
Right, exactly. And she kind of got in their face, and they're like, nope.
Where'd that get you?
Nope.
Yeah, and we've been waiting for Naomi to be at a position of
Dude.
prominence, and she's
Right.
awesome. And just
so
in
great.
one night, we see it. We see her kicking ass.
There's so many. It's such a good time right now for the division because there's so many different elements and different kind of interpersonal connections.
I
Yeah.
like that it's not just like faction versus faction
Exactly.
versus faction.
Yeah.
It's,
Exactly.
there's so many different storylines that are intertwined with each
Right.
other.
But you had to go through those factions to get to this point.
Yep.
So I know a lot
Sure.
of people thought that
It's
dragged on a
means
while,
to an end,
but
for
yeah,
sure.
it's
But
nice
how
that we finally got
amazing is
there.
it that none of these storylines involve a guy right now?
I love
of
it.
like them
Exactly.
being jealous about something.
I love it.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
you look at you have Charlotte. Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, Naomi. Just those 4 specifically. All great athletes, all great competitors. They don't give a damn about anybody else except getting the title.
And you can tell that, like, with all their matches, they're trying new things. Like, they're clearly passionate about it, where either they're practicing before the show starts or whatever it is, but they're so passionate, and it's great to see.
A lot of creativity. They trust each other in the ring, and I'm excited to see where this goes. I mean...
Right.
Me too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fastlane's in less than 3 weeks. And
endless possibilities.
yes. A lot of action tonight in Divas Division, so kudos to that. Renee backstage with Chris Jericho, and he says he's been thinking about and watching, actually, the match against AJ Styles where he lost last week. And he said this week he'll be watching SmackDown when The Miz takes on AJ Styles. And he's like, I'll be taking it very seriously. I don't know. Bit of a foreshadow, perhaps.
Sure.
That he'll probably hit the ring.
I guess so. AJ's got a lot of people up in his face right now.
As he should. Yeah, exactly.
I think it's good. Gives him a lot of options.
I love AJ versus The Miz, but I mean, maybe this is Jericho and AJ could be more than just a Monday night match.
Yeah, I think AJ and Miz is just kind of something to set up the next chapter of AJ and Jericho.
You think that's going all the way to WrestleMania?
I don't know. I feel like
possibly
Fastlane.
It's
Fastlane.
definitely going to Fastlane, but I mean, it could get stretched out. Who knows?
Do you
Stipulation or
think there's a
something?
chance of Money in the Bank happening at WrestleMania this year, since it's such a huge WrestleMania?
Not Money in the Bank, but I think definitely like a multi-man ladder match.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, I loved the ladder match last year.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
Was that only last year?
Right? Doesn't that seem so long ago?
Well, they're
long
still
ago.
going to
Daniel
do
Bryan.
the
Remember
Andre
Daniel
the
Bryan?
Giant Battle Royale.
Right.
Right?
Oh, yeah,
I'm sure.
Because,
Yeah.
for the trophy.
Yeah, because that's a waste of time.
This moving on to one of the funniest. I don't even know what you said.
Keeping it 100.
What? I thought this was an opinion
Welcome
show.
back, Dale. I love you.
One of the funniest segments I recall in some time.
So weird.
Oh my god.
R-Truth is in the bathroom. I'm sorry. Yeah, he's in the bathroom.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
you're
he's in
right.
the
Yeah,
bathroom.
keep going.
Goldust is in the
The turlet.
toilet.
The toilet. He's
barefoot.
He's barefoot squatting on the toilet.
In his pants. I mean, he has pants on.
Well, I mean, like, I think his logic was, R-Truth's going to come in and he's not going to see
my
any
boots.
feet. And, yeah, he's going to think that it's not occupied. It was his whole plan. He was intentionally provoking R-Truth,
And then when
is
he
what I'm saying.
stands up, his right foot ends up in the toilet.
Straight in the toilet.
And he pitches Golden Truth once again. But Truth's like, I don't want to tag with you. You're
You got
kind of a
doo-doo on
weirdo."
your foot.
Yeah, you're a weirdo. And that's when Goldust brings up Little Jimmy. And then what Truth says is
I mean,
weirder
really,
than anything Goldust has ever said.
He's got a point. If there was anyone that's at like a close second for weirdest person in WWE behind Goldust, a strong case could be made for
Yeah.
Truth.
When he brings up Little Jimmy, he says, "You cut me to the white meat of my pinky toe."
Yeah, it was a deep cut.
Do you know how
That
to,
is
Kathy? Do you know how to?
It's a deep cut.
It's a deep cut.
But the pinky toe, there's not a lot to cut.
It's like a Pink
That's the
Floyd
point.
track.
Okay.
There's
It would
layers
hurt,
to it.
though. Like, that throws off your balance.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, pinky toes hurt.
No, he put a lot of
Have
thought
you ever
behind
stubbed
that.
one?
Yeah, sure have. Thought I broke it a few times.
Probably have.
Yeah.
But
But you can't fix it.
Even weirder was Goldust, his mannerisms and his delivery in this. Like, it almost reminded me a little of like Don Knotts.
Yeah.
I could see that.
I
It's
don't know.
definitely.
I loved it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I absolutely
His
loved it.
response to after the pinky toe when Truth walked away, I forget exactly what he said, just the noise that he made.
He's like,
Oh, it's so good.
This iteration is definitely a throwback to when he was with Booker T.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah.
When he got electrocuted or whatever.
Right,
and he
exactly. And he was stuttering. Yeah.
Now he's getting that back for
Right.
whatever reason. Relapse.
They're creating their moments.
I love it.
Oh yeah, he clarifies that he wasn't trying to call Little Jimmy imaginary. He meant he was interplanetary, like his whack job brother.
Which was also great.
Right.
Just so funny.
loved it.
But when
Lastly,
someone crazy calls someone else crazy, you're kind of like,
Right.
When is that interplanetary
good.
pizza arriving? Have we determined
Right.
when that's
Just
Couple of light years to go.
check the Domino's tracker.
we're getting
sounds
there. Oh,
long.
Stephanie Ortiz somehow manages to throw a trombone.
emoji.
I don't even know how
There
you
you
do that
go.
in chat roll.
There you go.
All right, way to go.
Talent.
On Squared Circle, there was a topic putting over the fact that Francesca 2 is the very first ever second generation trombone in WWE history.
I mean, it is. You got a question?
Well,
has been in the ring a lot.
It's a
Speaking
good
of
point.
which, main event time, New Day in the ring. Paul Heyman is sitting at ringside. And last
the promo,
week,
I know we're under the gun a little bit, but
gotta
the
be fast.
promo that New Day cut might have been their best yet. They form a totem pole.
Yeah, it was good.
Just head on top of head on top of head, throwing out some very timely booty references to Kanye.
And also, last week they shamed The Rock, and they'll shame him again.
They re-shamed him.
Shame.
They talk a little bit about fan fiction, about Ambrains.
And New Day love the kids.
They love
They'll
Except that
still-
one Bullet Club kid.
They'll still fight him.
They'll fight him.
They will fight him. The cutest Bullet Club kid I've
fight
They'll
ever
still
seen.
fight him.
Right.
Which I love. It calls back to Kofi's comment, "We will fight your children."
He'll do it.
Just
meant
so
it.
good. Then they did the pyramid. Just
Incredible
you
stuff.
you guys.
Big E's weird snake dance when they do the unicorn stampede.
Yeah, why was his arms glued to his
So-
Oh, when he was swimming on the
Tonight
mat
was
at
a
first.
weird night, guys, both for us and for
Definitely for you, Ty. Definitely for you.
Just a little bit.
Weirdness ain't done yet. So here we go. New Day versus Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns. Ambrose and Reigns in control early on. A lot of action here. Xavier getting annoying with the trombone, interfering.
How dare
Big
you.
E sending Roman into the barricade. Dean then sends E into the announcer's table. New Day gets control back in the match. Xavier plays the trumpet. Hot tag to
Trombone.
Roman.
Trombone, you know.
Sorry, right, trombone.
Your brass is correct.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Don't be such a brass hole.
Hey! Boom, boom, boom,
Wait,
boom,
notice how he
boom,
supports.
boom, boom.
He supports his
Yeah.
wordplay and
Yeah.
doesn't like yours.
Yeah.
Did you pick up on that?
No, I did.
Yeah.
At the very beginning of the show.
Some kind of factions forming over there.
Have you tried tickling him with your mind?
I don't like it.
Alliance.
I don't like it. There's a melee on the outside after a fly.
There you go.
After a flying elbow from Ambrose, there's a melee on the outside. Roman onto the announcer's table. They start to set up Dean Ambrose, does the New Day. Eventually, Superman punch, bam, dirty deeds, bam on Big E for the win. But then Brock Lesnar comes down. New Day attacks Dean and Roman from behind.
And brains.
And brains. And Lesnar F5's
Careful.
Dean Ambrose, and everyone's laid out as Brock Lesnar
And he
stands
just
tall.
chuckles amidst the chaos.
Yes, he does. A lot of action
Such
to
a creepy
cover.
laugher, that guy.
Right? We might be seeing a little bit more of a calculated Lesnar. He wasn't going to let Ambrose finish the show alive.
Yeah.
He just wanted to wait until the main event segment. That's all.
Yeah, stalk your
Absolutely.
prey.
It's already there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hang out, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of action
Plain
in that
and
match, and it was really good.
Yeah.
So, with that said, I mean, I'm assuming we're leading towards New Day Usos again.
Sure.
And this is just another way, it shows Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns completely on the same page.
Right.
Go ahead.
What?
I thought you were going to say.
Oh, no.
Okay. So, yeah, Lesnar standing tall,
Yeah.
and we still have almost 3 weeks. Fastlane's the 21st.
Mm.
Right? Am I right?
Yeah. So Rock said he's going to be in the corner of. I mean, I'm sorry. Rock's going to be at WrestleMania. He said
Right.
Raw last week. So he's going to be in the corner of the Usos, or he's going to be in the corner of Roman Reigns. Is he going to have a match?
I got to believe Rock's wrestling.
Things to think about.
Do you think
Really?
so?
You think so?
I mean, that would be pretty awesome.
I'm thinking, why wouldn't it be 3-on-3? New Day versus Usos and Raw.
Because the insurance from the Baywatch film doesn't allow him to wrestle at WrestleMania.
That has been the report.
Stop
going
being
around.
so.
That's been the mark is
Why are they
correct.
doing that?
Right?
It's him and Zac Efron. Why wouldn't they do it?
The Baywatch
Although I
movie?
do,
That's a joke.
hear it's more kind of a comedy twist on it, a la 21 Jump Street.
Or
which
remember
was
that
great.
one movie, the one TV show was a parody of Baywatch with this bald dude.
Son of the Beach
Son of
with
the
Timothy
Beach.
Stack. Yes.
This is under the gun talk.
of Nightstand fame.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Layla
Or one Night Stand. That's what it was.
Yeah, very funny show. Anyways, overall thoughts on Raw? We're moving towards Fastlane.
I was really trying to think of something quick. I liked it. I don't know.
He liked it
Gave
3
him the
times.
giggles.
I don't know what's wrong with me
He
right
knows
now.
Carlo's watching and he's giggling, I think.
Hi, man.
Hey, man.
Superstore?
All right.
Oh, Carlo's
Dale,
my favorite.
Raw.
Got it.
Yeah. Raw is war. Have you ever thought
It
about?
is- it's.
I just don't even know.
I don't get it at
These
all.
two,
Is war.
these two are naturals. To me.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
Think about it now.
Yeah. No.
Backwards.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to
Nope.
him before.
Boy. Literally nothing. That's the weird thing.
Absolutely
Like,
nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
But anyways.
And Carlo and Chat were going, hey, man.
Hi, man. Hi, Vicey.
Anyways, we wanted to save a few minutes at the end, everyone, because, one of the reasons we do shows like this are, number one, because we love it, and we love having you guys watch and listen, and we love interacting with you. But another reason we do these shows is because sometimes opportunities come up that are too good for us to pass up. And so, with that said, Miss Kelley, the floor is yours.
I don't even know what to say.
Nervous.
So, I guess it's not a goodbye. It's just see you guys soon, because this is my last week at AFTERBUZZ, and I promised I wouldn't cry. And I'm looking at Ty and he's crying. It's probably crying from laughing, but yeah, this has been my home for the past 4 years. I actually realized today it was my 4-year anniversary in LA today, so it's kind of ironic that this is when I'm saying my goodbye. But yeah, this has been my home, and I want to thank all of you guys for.
It's okay. We're proud of you.
I'm really excited to move on to this next job, but it's gonna be really hard leaving everyone here. Want to thank everyone who has ever sent a tweet or a comment of support. People who've bought t-shirts with my name on it. What is wrong? I don't understand that.
Y'all are weird. That's
Weirdos. Straight weirdos.
I don't want to cry.
Well, I've written a letter.
No.
Dearest Cathy, I hope this finds you well. I'm kidding, no. But no, I
am a Cathy Kelley guy.
I do want to say this. Whatever the job opportunity is, you're going to be a huge success. Not just because you're talented, but you have the drive, you have the work ethic. You're a complete hustler, and we've been doing this show. Gosh, almost 2.5 years. I mean, here's a clip from one of our first shows together. Mark, do you have it? Speaking of which, wearing a blood orange nectar dress. Cathy, Halloween cupcakes 3 weeks early. Kelley, everybody.
Hi.
Now, this is a great display you have here.
Yeah.
I had one earlier. I almost actually took a bite of a plastic spider.
What? A plastic ant.
Is it an ant?
Yeah,
it's chemistry right there.
You don't know your colors or your bugs.
Exactly.
Right? Spiders have 6 legs, do they not?
Oh, look at you.
Spiders have 8 legs. I'm
Off
here
to
tell
a
you.
good start, everybody.
He skipped 3rd grade, apparently.
Johnny skipped a lot of things, let's be honest.
I've always been deathly afraid of spiders. I don't look at their legs. I run the other direction and ask for a man to kill the spider. That's what I do.
Who's Amanda?
Oh, baby.
Cathy's your man.
Across from us. So there you go. And we also have an early picture from 2013 when we had Chavo Guerrero and Thea Trinidad. No filter.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, right.
You
That's
picked
exactly
the worst filters ever.
That's exactly what it looked
That's
like.
honestly probably one of the things I'm not going to miss.
I mean, that's a natural glow.
That's.
It looks like we have jaundice.
Oh, it's that jaundice filter.
Yeah.
You were telling me about that.
That's exactly right. It all comes full circle.
It is my favorite filter.
It looks like we rolled around in a pool of tanning oil.
Yeah.
You guys don't do that during shows?
No.
Before shows?
I can't afford it.
It's a business expense.
But it's
we
been,
can write it out.
It's been an amazing. If it wasn't for this show, you and I wouldn't have met.
Oh my gosh.
And now you're one of my favorite people in my life.
You and I wouldn't have met.
Yeah.
Very true. Yeah, very true. And Cathy, it's been wow, almost 2.5 years. Me sitting next to you for the most part every week, and it's been a lot of fun and a lot of laughs and a lot of smacks in the face.
More.
And I tweeted a couple weeks. Stop it. Damn it.
Yeah.
I tweeted a couple weeks ago that you may catch a lot of flack from me for your awful wordplay, but when we get to tag team episodes together are some of my absolute favorites, because every time I get a chance to tell people about you, I say that you put in so much hard work.
Yes.
And you would think that you've been, watching this your entire life, and so you've definitely put in the work, and you deserve whatever comes your way.
Absolutely. I mean, perfectly said. I mean, we say to each other all the time, you just got to keep working hard, keep being good at what you do, and good things will happen. And right now what's happening for you is a perfect example of that. And I know everyone, as sad as they are, they're super happy for you. And I know we're going to be seeing you just somewhere else.
Eventually. And hopefully I'll be able to be back here.
Yeah.
Whenever.
Right? And we can play some
you
Mace.
save a seat for me.
We can play some Mace when you come back.
Be your Mace Day.
So with that said, the show's canceled.
Oh,
Johnny. I'm just kidding.
Jeez.
But yeah, so we wish you the best of luck, and obviously follow her on Twitter at Catherine Kelley so you can follow your travels.
Life updates.
Wherever you're
I'll
going.
be talking
More
cupcakes
wordplay.
and developmental for probably as
All
long
day,
as
every day.
I can.
Lots of puns.
But we're all incredibly proud of you and couldn't be happier for you. Wherever you're going. we know it's going to be pretty awesome.
It's not the Rainbow Bridge, but
No. So that's it.
Spoiler alert.
Put yourself
you can find me, as always, on Twitter, on Instagram, at Ty Matthews PMA, on The Magicians After Show tonight at 11, Pitch Slap tomorrow, Second Chance on Sunday, Lucha Underground on Thursday.
Jesus.
That's right. I'm taking over now.
No wonder you're all hawked
a
up
lot's
and
happened since you've been
jacked up on
gone.
Mountain Dew. All right, Dale.
I am The Walking Dale on Instagram and Twitter. You can also find me on youtube.com/dishing-on-movies.
There we go. At Jay Quasto. This weekend I'll be at Stand Up Scottsdale Comedy Club. If you're in Arizona, please come out and see me. And also Blood Drive for Children's Hospital Los Angeles, Saturday, February 13th. Please hit me up on social media if you're in LA. Please donate, help the kids, give blood, save a life. And to close out the show, Cathy Kelley.
You can follow me on Twitter at Catherine Kelley and on Instagram at Cathy Kelley. Thank you guys again.
Oh, we love you, Cathy.
We'll see you next week, everybody. We love you.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.